Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Read Aloud. This week we are doing all nonfiction. Remember, nonfiction means it is real and it gives you information or it teaches you about something. So, the title of this book is How Animals Sleep. How Animals Sleep. And we can tell just by the front cover that it's nonfiction. Do you remember why? How do we know that this is nonfiction? Yeah, because it is a photograph. Somebody took a picture of this koala bear, sleeping in a tree. That must have been so cute to watch. Oh, they're koala bears. They look so fuzzy with very, very sharp claws. Okay, so we know nonfiction books are true. Right? We know a lot of things so far. Nonfiction books are true and they give us information. We know nonfiction books have photographs. But there are some other text features in a nonfiction book that we're going to learn about throughout this animal unit. All right, so how animals sleep. Oh, another photograph written by Kira Freed. So besides photographs, we know that nonfiction books have table of contents. So this page right here shows the table of contents. You see how there's the heading, table of contents. And it tells you, introduction. Those little dots mean that just keep going over, keep following it. You'll find it on page 4. You're going to learn facts about animals sleeping upside down on page 5. Sleeping the most and the least on page 6. Absolutely. Wait, sleeping with half the brain on page 8. We're going to learn facts about animals sleeping underwater on page 10. We're going to learn facts about animals sleeping standing up on page 12. Sleeping while flying? Animals do that. We're going to learn which ones on page 14. And the conclusion, which means the end, on page 15, and the glossary are all those words in bold that give us definitions in the glossary on page 16. So the table of contents breaks things down into sections or chapters, right? It's kind of like a chapter, and it tells you exactly what page it's on. You don't have to start at the beginning in the introduction. If you are super interested in animals that sleep underwater, you can just go right to the sleeping underwater section on page 10. Right. So this photograph has a caption. It says, ducklings sleep in a group to stay warm. And we're going to learn about captions. That's another text feature. All right, so the table of contents, we are going to start on page 4, which is the introduction. And yeah, let's just start there. Introduction. Almost all animals need to sleep to stay healthy, but sleeping can be dangerous. Other animals may hunt sleeping animals. Animals have many different ways of sleeping that help them stay safe. Some of these ways may surprise you. And here's the caption that explains this picture. A giant panda sleeps on a high tree branch. So I guess its predators can't catch them there. All right, so now while we're reading and we're listening to this book, and we're going to take a couple days to read this because there are so many cool facts, we are going to think about some facts that, wow, those are so interesting, right? We're going to call them wow facts. Makes sense, right? Because they make us go, wow. Right? So we're going to listen for facts that we find so super cool. All right. So we just read the introduction. Ooh, look at this heading, sleeping upside down. You know what animals those are? Yeah, they're bats. Let's see what kind. The caption says, fruit bats sleep during the day and move around at night. So this caption gives us information about the picture. Almost all bats sleep upside down. They hang by their toes from a branch or from the ceiling of a cave. Up high, Bats are safe from most other animals. If they are in danger, they just fly away. That makes sense, right? Because they're ready. All they do is just let their toes open and they can fly. Very nice job. So the heading is sleeping upside down. That's what the table of contents told us. It's the heading. So that's interesting. Let's see, is that a wow fact? Okay, well, let's see. Sleeping the most and the least. That's what this heading is about. Sleeping the most and the least. Little brown bats win the prize for sleeping the most. They sleep as much as 19 hours a day. These bats are only awake for a few hours after the sun goes down. They may get up again for a little while before the sun rises. The rest of the time is for sleep, sleep, sleep. So they sleep about 19 hours a day. And I know there's only 24 hours in one whole day. So 19 to 24. How many hours are they awake? So let's count up. Let's grab 19 and count up. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. They're only awake for 5 hours a day? That's not a lot at all. All right, so the little brown bats often sleep in caves or hollow trees. Okay, so that's sleeping the most. I wonder what animal sleeps the least. What animal? It's so cute, giraffe. Giraffes win the prize for sleeping the least. They lie down when they sleep. They rest their heads on their bodies or on the ground. Oh, soft pillow. Every few hours, they sleep for about 10 minutes. Giraffes are not safe if they sleep for long periods. A giraffe curls its long neck when it sleeps. That's what the caption says. So, did you find a wow fact in there? Did you think something was so super interesting so far? We're going to come back in a second. All right, let's read one more section before we go over some wow facts that you think are the best, that you found the most interesting. Okay, here's the section that I was so curious about, sleeping with half the brain. What? How do you do that? Oh, I cannot wait to learn these facts. A dolphin sleeps with just half its brain at a time. It must stay awake to breathe and to watch for danger. Dolphin mothers and babies can go without sleep for as long as 2 months to stay safe. Could you imagine not sleeping for 2 months? Oh my gosh. As humans, we couldn't survive that long without sleep. We would start to go crazy and we would die. Good thing dolphins aren't like that. Yeah, because if you think about it, if a dolphin sleeps, like completely sleeps, they would drown because they need to stay swimming. And watch for danger. Okay, are there other animals that sleep with half the brain? Let's find out. Some ducks sleep with just half their brains too. These ducks often sleep in a line. The ducks at both ends help keep the group safe. They keep one eye open to watch for danger. The ducks in the middle sleep deeply with both eyes closed. So I hope they take turns because there's a lookout duck on each end. So here's the picture and the caption underneath says, ducks sometimes sleep with one eye open to watch for danger. All right. Those are some very, very interesting facts. All right, so let's see if you can think of a wow fact that you want to share with somebody at your house. All right, and I'm going to write some down and we're going to just keep track of our wow facts. Okay, so we read about the introduction, sleeping upside down, sleeping the most and the least, and sleeping with half the brain. The rest we will read tomorrow. So, think of a wow fact. What fact do you think was the, whoa, that's crazy? The bat sleeping. Ceiling. Oh, the brown bat sleeps the most, 19 hours a day. Giraffe only sleeps for 10 minutes at a time. Dolphins sleep with half a brain. They can go for as long as 2 months. Which one do you think? Or ducks sleep in a line? And there's lookout ducks? I didn't know that. All right, so think about which fact you want to share. All right, and I'm going to write one down. Which one do you want to share with somebody at your place right now? My pen isn't working. I'm going to borrow one of my daughters. Don't tell her. She'll be fine. All right, did you get one? Okay, which one did you do? Yeah, I thought that was a really good one too. All right, so I am going to do two. One says giraffes sleep for only 10 minutes at a time. I thought that was a really neat fact. Wow, I didn't know that. And my other fact is going to be about the dolphins. Dolphins, right, can stay awake for 2 months at a time. That is crazy to me. I'm tired just being up a few hours. 2 months at a time. Okay, so we have our wow facts. I'm gonna post one right there. And I'm gonna post the giraffe one right here. So these are 2 wow facts that I chose. You can go ahead and share the one you just shared with me with somebody else at your house, right? So tomorrow we're gonna continue reading the rest of this book, right? We've talked about a lot of things today. Talked about the captions and the table of contents and what the table of contents means. All right, so tomorrow I'm going to ask you what the table of contents means. I hope you're ready. I will see you later, alligators. Say it. After a while, crocodile. See you tomorrow. Bye.